Welcome. My name is Pia Hova, and I work as a business advisor for Nyföretagarcentrum Nord. And I do this together with several skillful and experienced advisors all over Norrbotten. This session is for you if you have an international background and are curious about starting a business in the north of Sweden, or if you already run a small business and want to develop it further. I'll give you a practical first overview. Just to be sure that I can't replace the official authorities like Skatteverket, Migrationsverket, Bolagsverket, or Verksam.se, but I will try to help you to understand the first steps, what to prepare, and where to find the information. This session is for people at different stages. Maybe you're curious about moving to the north of Sweden, or maybe you already live here and have a business idea. Maybe you have already started, but maybe you also still feel a bit unsure about taxes, registration, the business planning, or how to find your customers. You don't need to have everything ready before you ask for help. Actually, it's better to ask. The unposed question will not get an answer. Norrbotten is a large region with lots of space, nature, strong local communities, and new business opportunity. For many people, the north of Sweden offers a different kind of life more space, the closeness to nature, possibilities to build something meaningful, something of your own. Norrbotten isn't only a place on a map, it's a region that is shaped by the seasons, the light and the darkness, our Arctic nature, our living culture, and strong local traditions. For some businesses, this becomes part of the offer. It can be important in tourism, in food, creative industries, services, events, local production, and lifestyle businesses. The question is, what can your business contribute with here? And and who would be willing to pay for it? There are many different types of business opportunities in Norrbotten. Some are linked to the industrial transition and the green growth. Others are linked to rural services, digital solutions, circular economy, creative industries, tourism, hospitality, and local services. But an opportunity is not the same as a finished business. You still need to understand your customer, your pricing, your costs, and how you will actually sell. Many people start by asking, how do I register a company? That's an important question, but it's not always the first question. Before you register anything, you need to understand your own business idea and your driving forces. Why do you want to do this? What's your why? And what will you sell? Who will buy it? Who should they choose? Why should they choose you? What will they pay? And what do you need in order to start in a safe and realistic way? This slide gives you a useful overview. To start a business in Sweden, you need more than an idea. You may need to check your rights of residence, prepare a business plan and budget, choose the business type, register the business, understand F-tax and VAT, set up bookkeeping, and often deal with practical things like bank account and digital ID. Not everything applies to everyone in the same way. Your starting point matters. If you are an EU or an EEA citizen, you may have a different process than someone from outside the EU or EEA. A person that is already living in Sweden may have a different situation than someone who is still abroad. So, this is why I recommend that you always check official information. You can go to Verksam.se. They have a specific page for foreign citizens who wants to start a company in Sweden. And that includes steps such as residence permit, coordination number, preparing your start, choosing business type, and registering with the Swedish tax agency. Here is a link to Verksam.se. If you are an EU or EEA citizen, you can usually focus first on your business idea and practical setup. You may need to arrange housing, address, phone, banking, and sometimes a coordination number if you do not have a Swedish personal identity number. Then you choose business type and check what registrations are needed. Most businesses active in Sweden apply for F-tax. The F-tax is an important because it shows customers that you are responsible for paying your own taxes and social contributions. If you're from outside the EU or EEA, please check your residence permit situation early and do not invest too much money, time, or sign expensive contracts or bill too much before you understand which permit pathway may apply. The Swedish Migration Agency has information for self-employed people, and their requirements include, among other things, a valid passport, experience in the industry and in running a business, relevant knowledge of Swedish or English, and the ability to support yourself. So, as a business advisor, I can help you think through your business idea, the business plan, and budget, but the official permit must always come from Migrationsverket. Here is a link to Migrationsverket. A business plan doesn't have to be long or complicated in the beginning. For many new entrepreneurs, 1 or 2 pages is enough to start with. What do you offer? Who is the customer? Who will you reach? How will you reach them? What will you charge? What cost will you have? And what do you have to do? Nyföretagarcentrum has a digital business plan tool that can help structure your thoughts. This is really good because you can also export your plan to a PDF, which can be useful when you speak to an advisor, a bank, or maybe a potential partner. There are different types of business entities in Sweden. The two most common ones for small entrepreneurs are the sole trader, enskild firma, and the limited company, aktiebolag. A sole trader may be suitable for you if you're starting small, if you test your idea and have a low risk. A limited company can be better if you have a higher risk, if you want a clearer separation between the private and the business finances, if you plan to hire, or if you will work with bigger customers. For a limited company, Verksamt.se states that you need to have a 25,000 kronor share capital. Skatteverket is a Swedish tax agency. This is where you find official information about F-tax, VAT, employer registration, and tax returns. The VAT depends on what you sell, how much you sell, and also sometimes who you sell it to. If you're unsure, always check directly with Skatteverket or ask your accounting consultant. Skatteverket has an official page about registering for VAT and about starting a business in Sweden. And there are a lot of informative films and knowledge that are easy to use and connect with. Skatteverket.se. Here is a link to Skatteverket. Some practical things can take time in Sweden, like opening a bank account or getting your bank ID or accessing digital services, and this can be frustrating if you're new in Sweden. Banks usually need to understand who you are, what your business will do, where the money comes from, and how the business will operate. So prepare documents carefully, like passport, your Swedish personal number or coordination number, your business registration, F-tax, and a simple business plan can all be important. Bookkeeping is mandatory when you run a business in Sweden. Even if your business is small, start with good routines from day one. Save all your receipts, send proper invoices, Separate your business and private expenses as much as possible, and follow up your numbers every month. Small companies are not always required to have an auditor, but it can be very wise to work with an accounting consultant in the startup phase. This helps you to avoid mistakes and understand your numbers. Here is a great tip for you. One of my colleagues at Nyföretagarcentrum Nord has created 4 videos called Startklar, Ready to Start. So he will walk you through the business plan, economy and budget, the marketing plan, communication, and sales. The videos are recorded in Swedish, but you can try using subtitles and auto translation to your language on YouTube. Nyföretagarcentrum Nord offers several types of support, and it's always for free for you. You can book a one-on-one advisory session, you can use a business startup guide, or you can use a digital business plan tool. You can also take part in events, networks, mentorships, and digital courses. Our role is to help you organize your ideas, to sharpen your business concept, calculate finances and budget, how you can plan ahead and avoid the common mistakes. All this for free, thanks to our funding partners. The red circles are the municipalities where me and my colleagues at Nyföretagarcentrum Nord will be happy to meet you in real life or digitally here in Norrbotten. And again, it's for free. And we want to help you to share and develop your business idea and reach your full potential. So let's finish with 5 simple next steps. I'll suggest that you will write your business idea in 5 sentences. Describe your first customer. Make a simple monthly budget. Check your official pathway, especially if you're moving to Sweden from another country. And finally, book a free advisory meeting with Nyföretagarcentrum Nord. You don't need all the answers before we meet, but the more prepared you are, the better we can help you. Thank you for watching and welcome to start and grow your business in Norrbotten. So, this is a presentation that has been made possible thanks to the generous support from the Kamprad Family Foundation for Entrepreneurship, Research and Charity.